everybody, and welcome to... Wait, wrong personality. Hold up. Wait. No, this still isn't right. Wait a minute. Back to old tricks. Where the f*** even was I? Alright, yeah, this is the personality I needed. Anyway, hello everybody, and I would like to introduce you to a very long, very in-depth playthrough of one of my favorite games of all time. A lot of you who watch my channel know I have loved Final Fantasy for a very long time. I've played through almost all of the games extensively, 2 or 3 times a piece sometimes. I don't even know how many times I've beaten 7. I'm currently playing Rebirth as well. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. But overall, I love Final Fantasy as a series, and I love Final Fantasy XIV, not just because the gameplay is fun and there's all the things, but the way that they design the story and the way that they do the whole theme park to all the other games thing, while still maintaining a lore that is absolutely awesome. And when I first started really less casually playing the game, I skipped a lot of the yellow quests, and I skipped a lot of the dialogue in the blue quests because I was in a big rush and everything was new, and I had the FOMO that a lot of people have, and I just wanted to rush through everything. But I missed out on a lot of stuff and a lot of storyline in the beginning of the game that I really enjoyed when I read up about it online to fill in the gaps, if you know what I mean. And I don't know how many of you guys, I'm probably pandering to a small group of people here, but I don't know how many of you guys like to watch playthroughs of games. But I personally do. I love putting narrated stuff on in the background while I'm doing my thing, especially lore. And for those of you who enjoy Final Fantasy, or those of you who enjoy Final Fantasy XIV and you enjoy lore, you enjoy having something chill to put on in the background, this is the place for you. I thought that it would be cool to actually go through and read all of these storylines and narrate them for you guys, so I hope that you guys enjoy. This will be a very long-standing project because we are in A Realm Reborn, and my main just finished Into the Mist. So it's going to be a long road, but it's going to be an in-depth road, and I'm not going to skip quest dialogue and all of that stuff. I want to go region by region and do all of the side quests and all of this stuff. That way we know all of the lore and all of the work that these writers put into these storylines. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope that you enjoy the video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all that you do. I hope to see you in the next one as well. That's all. Bye. All right. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. So, I have a theory. And that theory is that it would be a lot easier to do all the side quests and stuff that I want to do if I can fly. And therefore, we are going to try to get the part of... Excuse me, I'm closing my window. It's cold. Gaius done. Because according to what I Googled, because I don't remember, it was so long ago, that's when you unlock flying. And so that's what we're going to try to work towards. We won't get there tonight, but we're going to try to work towards it. Wilred, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We... Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Rolgir to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zanrak and make off with the lizardman's cachet, but they caught us, and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. Oh, look. regret our young ones' transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This is the hope I will guard with my life. Time to fight. You too, buddy. Get off of my healer. Yo, looky over here, bruh. No thanks. Hello? Over here, please. Mommy! Sir, your mummy isn't coming, honey. Sorry, away with you. Your skills at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a woman like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Amigo. Well, wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Moira? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? Well, no one said anything about... The masked man told us that we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Relgir. He swore. Enough. I will hear the rest of the story back at Little Amigo. I dare say Lariah will wish to hear it as well. Mm-hmm. Yes. The story of a dipshit. What he is. I'm going to listen to this random-ass masked guy and cause a whole bunch of problems, even though we have enough problems already. But let's make more. Oh, right. That door isn't open. I always forget. My bad. Sorry. I always forget that door is not open because I just feel like it should be open, even though it's not. Gun the bald, my dude. No more lies, Warwood. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Relgir, about using crystals, and then he just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution. Nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy, but whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't, I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. You're welcome, I guess. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Why, thanks, my dude. We would that we had more information to offer, but what Railroad told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that men will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you will find and put a swift end to the creature for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. I mean... wait. Can I use... Last time when I was playing, I never used these. Oh my god, I can! I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. All those times I could have just... Oh my. And you know, I think I still have some freaking Vesper Bay tickets on my main. Oh my. No, nobody saw that. We're wiping it from the record. You guys didn't see nothing. Welcome back, Loraya. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little El Amigo. So tell me, what were you able to learn of? Were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Bla Habrea? Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say, precisely the kind of deception the Asians would employ. While many of the ills that all the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought forth by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes men feel a dull sigh on. Did you say something? Nothing, milady. Run, Tatara, run. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking the future of the investigation. Ma'am, we both know I'm just going to click the button. While you were tending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends, the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Neuraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. Always be careful out there, Loraya. Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. Walking one is to investigate the sinister one. Then heed well this one's words. I can read. This one is friends with the walking one in Ash Crown Consortium. According to the friendly one, a digging one named Medrad had an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is most certainly the sinister one. Walking one should go and speak with digging one Medrad. Digging one is found at Failgourd Float in the North Shroud. Go eat. On my way. This way. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. Dread is clearly traumatized. Right, I need to soothe. Shoulder pats. You're right, it's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just an ordinary day. I was headed back to the floor when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked, garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature, was all eyeballs and jagged teeth. Taken in by curiosity, I crept near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman, one glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instance, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You are investigating the same man? If that's the case, I will help you in whatever way I can. Anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Majad's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventure. It's the least we can do to repay her for comforting me. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scale skin known as these can inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths. I guarantee you it wasn't that, but sure. Because you want me to go, yeah, over there. Let's go, baby Chocobo. Oh, you want me to be up there on the hill, huh? Yeah, you do. You want me to go up the hill. Wow. It's okay. My doggo was having a bad dream. No, I'm busy, sir. Okay, still need 2 more. Would you guys leave me alone? I'm quite busy. Okay. We did the thing. We have deduced that it most likely was not that. You've already seen the disease. Good work, adventurer. So were you able to find out to suggest that the creatures were our culprits? No. Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like anyway. I believe that we can safely strike that off our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears that all the victims have been comely maidens. I better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumor been going around. There's some whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off that crag. The stick doesn't come with fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. Yeah, I know. Not you. You. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Medra's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. Cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sightings took place precisely the same place as Madrad's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in the gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Got it. And those ones are over here also. Yes. Got it. Both of them say down, it looks like, so... Or at the very least, one should be down and one should be kinda up. Because you will be in the way. Nah. Busy. I'm looking for something. Or as my son would say, nuh-ee. Really? Are you still chasing me? Okay. So it should be this. Okay. Going. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yards of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name. But what's few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Why, with these are not your garden... Blech! Oh my god, sorry. Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. Tis a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to see it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. Yeah, oh well for you. 1 year time wasted. Excuse me, I'm sorry. A monstrous bane might appeared and you slew it. That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Valgard. Intentional or no, you've done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of the light combined with blind panic? Well, I mean... Oh, my bad. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer's still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I've been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a bane mite. But you and I were moms apart. How could we both have seen it as precisely at the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run with a bane mite at the very same spot you claimed to have seen the eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Ooh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... God, of course, there must be more than one of the things. It's so obvious, but that means that since there's been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be more, even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. Gee, thanks. Well, I burn to know the truth. Some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The servants there should be pleased to bring any information that pertains to the security of the region. Bye, lady. Good luck. It was nice knowing you. Like, bro. Thanks a lot. Okay, and the next spot is way the go over there. I cannot wait to unlock flying. Like, I never in my life thought I would be so happy to unlock the pain in the ass system that is Aether Currents. But I just want to get to where I can fly, okay? I will read you guys all of the things, okay? I just want to get to where I can fly because it'll be so much faster. You have no idea. You don't understand. Get off of me. Thank you. Now I'll beat you up. I don't know why I wasted my mitt on that. Oh, well, it didn't take. Good on me. Bad button pushing to the rescue, I guess. Damn. Sorry, bruh. Greetings, adventurers. There aught I might assist you with. best we could. Not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any settings of the winged eyeball are common enough, the creature seems to be moving the bodies, but to what end none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's difficult to identify them so as to notify their next This button engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found on another victim, a family sigil or that of an organization, perhaps? Either way, I dare to hope that this will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Oh, thank God. A little bit of mount speed increase. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you've proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Miyun. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts could shed light upon the sigil. Got you. But I'm not going to spend money to do that, because I have a return button. Oh, I need to move my foot. Sorry, my foot was falling asleep. Miyun. Good evening to you, Loraya. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. No, ma'am, unfortunately not. Well, if this isn't a lovely lily button, the engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning over at Bernadette over by the Aetherite Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Okay. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there's a soul in Gridania who does, it would be that guy over at the Lancers Guild. The woman who makes a point of knowing all citizens on a beforehand basis. Okay. I can't be saying some of these damn names. Nope. Can't say it. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, this is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, however. Never you fear, but whether or not comes of this is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's Ward northwest of here. Wait. A memory comes to me. Of late, there's been a man who is perpetually seated at a bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursandal, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button on the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Yeah, you should be up here. I do not believe we're acquainted. Pray lead me to my thoughts. The sigil of the no. The signal of the family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman. Her face wasn't marred in any way. I feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. Yay, level up. We are going places. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, them. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, a mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity brought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld the disfigured face for the first time. That moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that she would be able to help her regain that which she had lost, so she began the rites of rejuvenation. Oh no. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was after I left Hawking Manor that I went home for nigh on a half century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. The lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor, in the eastern edge of the central shroud. Go now and do what must be done. Damn. That would be pretty sad. Honestly, it would. Alright, so this should be a dungeon then. We get to unlock a dungeon. But I have to try to remember how to do it. Honestly, don't remember. It's been so long since I played this, like, at this level of earliness in the storyline. And, like, I hate that I have such memory problems, but sometimes it works to my advantage in tiny ways. Tiny ways such as, this is not really new to me, but there's just enough of, like, brain damage from bonk on the head memory loss that it kind of feels that way, I guess. That's, yeah. I'll stop talking now. Now I'm going somewhere. Nope. See this chocobo behind? Say goodbye to it. Yes, I have not done my book yet. My challenge log. I probably didn't need all of that. In fact, I for sure didn't need all of that. Cool. A dungeon. Alright, well, because I am old and I have arthritis, I need to take a tiny break and get me some Tylenol and stuff. So I will see you all in just a minute. I hope you guys are enjoying the story so far. Even though I am not good at shilling, this is where I shill, and I remind you to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, as it helps us share out our cozy little videos with more cozy, awesome little people. Also to remind you that I'm having some health problems currently at the time of recording this video, but as soon as I get that handled, I do intend to return to a regular schedule. For now, I stream once or twice a week on Twitch and once or twice a week on YouTube. So I will see you guys for the dungeon as soon as we queue and after I get old lady Tylenol. See you in a minute. Oh, here we go. And yes, I could have gone in with NPCs. But the reason that I didn't go in with NPCs is because I feel like it would have taken a lot longer. Scary eyeballs. And I feel like it would have taken a lot longer because the DPS with people are going to do more damage than the DPS that are bots. So... Oh, are we all noobs today? I do not remember this. Cool, I totally want to die. Please don't tell me I have a bot healer. Like, please. Nope, maybe not. She went and grabbed the key, so that's good. She doesn't know how to use fucking Isuna, though. Because God forbid people use Isuna, even though it's a free button. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die. What are we doing? Can we handle a small pull? Or should I pull smaller? I don't know, man. That was a little rough for my taste. Is there nothing in here? Oh, my bad. How'd that feel? That feel good? That feel good on your noggin? I bet it didn't. Yeah, I think we're all noobs here. Because, I mean, technically I'm not a noob because I'm an alt. But this healer is not keeping up all that well. Oh wow, a Peloton. Let me just heal myself with self-heals and hope I don't die. Oh. Do we have our stuff, like, are we botting back there? Are we okay? Because this is a baby pool and I'm over here near dead almost constantly. What is going on? Ow. Sir? I was gonna say, you fucking better not just ignore us like that. Okay, we ready? Can I interrupt that? No, I cannot interrupt that. Got it. Oh, he's not botting. He's just new, I think. At least that's what it seems like anyway. I try not to be too judgy, you know, maybe they just are new and don't know what they're doing. Seriously, it's freaking 2 creatures. Christ. Really, my guy, you suck. Like, I'm really trying to be understanding here, but you have more than that here. What is going on with the healers for the last, like, week? And yes, I can talk about healing because I do have several level 100 healers on my main, so I can say what the fuck and get away with it. Because why? Why are we doing this? Why are we having such an issue with like 3 fucking bees? Starting to regret coming in here with the people. Like maybe the NPCs would have done a better job. Hey, dipshit. Yeah, all of a sudden you're freaking running. Because you know you ain't supposed to be pulling that. Should've just let your ass die. So you can run over there and pull creatures, but you can't fucking heal. I gotta burn all of my mitts to stay alive. On 3 mob creatures. This isn't even a mob. This is weak sauce. Swear to God, this healer reminds me of this douche that I used to be in a guild with named Pitnick, who would literally main healer and then be like, but I don't want to heal, I want a DPS. And this is the guy who had DPS is on 100, but still chose to play healer and refused to do his job. Like, okay, do we remember this? Dude, can I get a fucking heal, please? I swear to God, I'm gonna choke this healer. I have never seen a Rothgar play so badly. Never in my life. My lord. Thank God it's almost over. I'm gonna laugh if they run in there while I'm watching the cutscene, because the cutscenes are literally part of the storyline. So I'm gonna laugh if they run in there while I'm watching the fucking cutscene. Ooh, I'm surprised. I'm sorry, excuse me. I hit the pipe too hard. Okay, don't look. Cannot interrupt that. And really, they weren't killing the DPS, so now she's gonna wipe us because they weren't killing the ads. Oh my lord, why? Why? Yay. Thank God that it's over. That was horrible. I've never the Rothgar players that I have come across have always been good players. Like, I have never seen a Rothgar suck so hard. Do I have that? I do not have that on this one, so holy crap. Darkness has taken root within these walls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. one cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened to life. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire 1 crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Heidelin chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength by Master La Habrea. That task is now accomplished. We take our leave of you. That's all by you. Fare you well, bringer of light. Actually, I lied. Not going to pay money for that. I'm going to go. And I can do my next class quest now, too. Oh, what am I doing? Thinking about all the other stuff I could be doing. That's what I was doing. I could turn this in and I could, you know. Go over here and check my gear and check this and check that. Ooh. Okay, I'll take that. That's, yeah. I'll take that. That actually looks kind of nifty. I have done it. You are returned. What sights awaited you in the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. Are you sure you want to hear that, my guy? So she went so far as to consort with devils. What I could have done to prevent her fall. May she finally have peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are of the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe that they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence, I allowed, I know not, how many young innocent women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore, through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am in a better to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. Damn, my dude. So, Minfilia, would you like the good news or the bad news? What would you like to know about Miss Ma'am? What do you guys pick? Like, the people who are watching this, what do you guys pick? If somebody tells you, do you want the good news or the bad news, what do you pick first? Do you pick the bad news or do you pick the good news? Because usually I'll pick the bad news first and then pick the good news. That way I can be less sad about whatever the bad news was. Tell me in the comments below. Welcome back, Loraya. Well, glad am I to see that you have safely returned. Tell me, how fared your new sojourn in the Twelveswood? Two of La Habrea's minions, and they sought to measure your strength by their own admission. The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt then the Ascians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me that the Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the 3 nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and I recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Ascians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet, come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned what we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you're ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. Ooh, I get a gear coffer. Is that anything good? At least I can sell some of that stuff. No! What about for my healer? Nope. Oh, damn. Hey, it's Yastola.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvip hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So you will accept? Thank you.
We can't very well send her to Limsa Lominsa without Yastola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Yastola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies, tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Hail, adventure, and welcome to Maelstrom Command. If you wish to know more about enlisting, please speak with the personnel officer. Unless you are the guest we were told to expect. Forgive me, madam. To business then, it is as we told the antecedent. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Ogomoro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals, fodder for their fell primal. Gosh, I'm even taller than her. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Word is spread of your accomplishments, Soraya. On behalf of Limsa Lamosa, I thank you for heeding our call. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Soraya personally. We're no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagins and the Kobold plagued our people, nor is this the first time we've had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is now that we turn to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you're right, yet the situation is far from simple. The Kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Thalassocracy make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep to their own lands and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Laminsons who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with that lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Y'shtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it, yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath, or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa citizenry, of course, is a paramount concern. Already, we have observed disruptions in the flow of ether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. Can I count on your help, Loraya? You have my thanks. Along with the support of the Maelstrom, I await good tidings. That the Kobold should summon Titan demonstrates that they are no longer amenable to negotiation. That being the case, we must prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe, and I think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Grey Fleet Mills in Lower Lenasia. Why quite a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. Meanwhile, I shall seek his fellows. Ask him for me when you find him, because I am busy. Wait. Where, then? Ah, I see. Oh, so wait. Crap. I haven't gone there yet, so I have to go all the way from here and down. Okay. I guess, I don't have too much of a choice. Hey, it's still kind of Christmassy. Wait, is it this way? No, that's just how it looked. You go this way. And now I can ride my chocobo. No, I'm busy. Yeah, way the fuck up there. Okay, you've arrived. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at this ridiculous outfit. Wait till he stands up. Lay down your burden, son. Come join a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time. Find you a lass or three. You say something, adventurer, or just keep staring? You want to know about the company of heroes? Ah, hell's price of bleeding fame. Can't a miller be in peace no more? Still, seeing as you come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige you. Consider yourself lucky, lass. Oh, Tractum was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? See, look at this outfit. Look how ridiculous. So you want to hear the tale of how the company of heroes bested a primal, do you? Let me guess. You mean the bastard Titus, eh? Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. 'Twas a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took, and when he hit you, girl, it felt like a cannonball to the gut, just like that. Oh, what's that look for? I'm a goddamned hero, I'll have you know. People around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Titus. Duh! Well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do yourself a favor and kill those rats that have made a nest by the windmill just south of here? If you do that, then we'll talk. Yeah. Go and do a silly errand for me, and then I'll tell you the thing. Because I'm rude. Whoops. Oh, that's not all. My bad. The Rat King. What? This is one of those things I skipped through in the beginning, so I remember the silly outfit, but I didn't take it seriously because how do you? And so but like I said in my intro, you know, it's part of the reason I'm doing this, for me and for you. And so the beaches are dead, are they? Nice work, adventure. Save me the hassle. Meh, never mind. Would you just tell me the stuff that I need to know, sir? Like, please. What? Still asking about how we beat Titus? Dunno, adventure. It was a pretty risky strategy, the kind only a veteran of 10 square battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do. But unless you prove you have what it takes to face that fat bastard, I can't win in good conscience telling you a damn thing. At the very least, you need to be capable of slaying, say, a gobu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for flour milled here, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down quickly as a skilled axeman like myself. Any road, why don't you be heading out due west and standing lookout in case a gobu comes calling. Slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Titus. My God. First you said... First you said, go kill them rats over there. How about I said, tell me what I asked you, or else I'm going to put my axe between your butt cheeks and twist. How about that, big man? Beat it till it dies. Now listen, big dude. If you do not freaking tell me what I need to know, we're gonna go out in the front. You again? That gobo that was harassing the Millers is dead? Didn't think you had it in you. Still, took you forever and a day to get the job done. I'm not sure if I should tell you our secrets. Sir, I am gonna f*** you up if you don't freaking tell me. I swear to God, dude. You don't know. I am seriously about to whoop your ass, my guy. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe track to him. Oh, you in here drinking again? If you are, that goober better be dead. Oh, yeah, of course. You were told to do it. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You had me word on that. Cleaved the beast's skull in two with my trusty axe, I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me, was it you, or was it him who slew the goober? Chief, what are you saying? It was me, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes, the legendary mercenary who slew that bastard Titus. Titus? Titus? Who in the seven hills is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drunken, sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody half-wit. Aye, well, see, Titus was what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest load of Sahagin-shite I've ever heard. Both of you outside will learn the truth the Lemitson way. If you didn't slay the goober, you may consider your contract revoked. That's what you get for being a douchebag. Now go outside so I can put my heeled boot in your... Let's go. We gonna fight. Whoops. Wrong button. Let's go, bro. Mm-hmm. Nope. And you say to me, oh, better not try to kill me either. Yeah. That's you cheating like that. Alright, I admitted it. I lied about being in the company of heroes, but I'm begging you, G, please don't dismiss me. I've learned my lesson. Honest, I have. Save your blubbering. I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I kept getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard that he was captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but you wouldn't believe me, so... Look, his name was Wyskit? He'll tell you how to defeat Titus or whatever the hell that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, isn't it? So come on, then. Tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. I'm not telling the chief shit, my dude. Like, nah, I'm not helping you. It's not gonna happen, Humpha. Now you look more like somebody that was in the actual group. Pardon, you wish to say the Lord of Crags. We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limselements are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes, then, just like in the tales. Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She is blessed with a power that protects her from primal influence, thus was she able to lay low with the Lord of Inferno. We know full well the risks and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A woman who can't be tempered, useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. We defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will. We mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I'll grant you that, and you deserve better than the greeting I gave you, but I will not send you into O'Gomero on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. But at the very least, I must have assurances that you are more common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Garuju's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I said? We not have the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Thank you, Y'shtola. Finally, somebody says what we're all fucking thinking. Like, can you guys stop telling us to do trivial shit? We're busy. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way in. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce this man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use this time to see the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember the fate of Limsa hangs in the balance. See, at least Y'shtola has the balls to say it. Master Grudge's request can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling on the beach to the east. You can imagine my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Right. I can do this. Wee. Okay. What's your next trivial task now? Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in a company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now the pointless busy work is finished, I should give you a challenge as befits your talents. 2 highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Casa del Sol in the near future, and Master Garuju wishes to welcome them with an eloquent banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Garuju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so Loraya, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chief requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine, and by suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I will have you travel to the South Shroud and speak to Landinel at Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, then how do you expect me to believe that you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Yeah. Dicka. Dude, do you require assistance? So, is this the one who would challenge Titan? I've been expecting you, Loria. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha! You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Okay. Oh, wait. I was supposed to talk to you again. My bad. Give me the damn information, then. Let me be clear. This business is between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, and by large, an unforgiving lot. Dito here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen. With no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little shroud by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heaven's pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other healers, Loretta. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in the swamp. Fuck you too, buddy. What a dick. Hold my beer, fucker. After this, you have to hold my purse, twat. I don't have a purse, but I will go buy a purse and make you hold it. Okay? Give me this fucking egg. Sorry, Miss Ma'am. I need it. Oh? I thought I already picked it up. Guess not. So, hey, you little dickhead. Come here. I have something to say to you. Hey, so remember how you said that you have a small pee-pee? Remember how you said that? I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end. Yeah, I got the fucking egg. Such bravery, such recklessness, that will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me, I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should take haste to southern Thanalin. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Uadnun. He will be your next guide. Why, Yoshi? Why with the names? Whoops. Okay, so I need to go. I can go here. And then we walk a long way. But opportunities like this are wonderful for the simple sheer fact that it gives me the opportunity to reach over here and engage in activities which help my physical pain. Wait a minute. I really went all the way down there and I didn't... Oh, I feel stupid. At least I think I've been down there once. Maybe I have not. But this is a good example of why I said that I want to do MSQ until I can unlock flying. That way I can come back here and unlock flying. Oh my god, everything's like level 40. You know, and be able to get around a lot easier than having to run like this. No. I am a fast ninja. And there's a lot of this, like, especially before you get done with Heaven's Ward, because where is the... Because, wait a minute. Yeah, because, wait a minute. Are you really gonna make me... You are! You're a dick game. State your business, adventurer. Ah, so this is the one they send me. I haven't forgotten what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Well, that means you suck. Help me anyway. Persistent beggar. Very well. Let's have a look at you. I've seen your share of battle. There's no mistaking that, and you didn't manage to escape with that adamantoise egg. However, that was no more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The none for I once thought also believed this strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am none. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills. Instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready, even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, and the pragmatic. That is why I claim my position, and it is why I still hold it, and it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned for both his strength and his guile. To even face his Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that little riddle yourself. Now go and slay this old warrior and bring to me his necklace. Because you are a pain in the ass. Yeah, and now you want me to run all the fucking way over there. Oh. Because you're rude. Is any people actually doing this, or is that just NPCs? That's... Oh, it's over. Never mind. My bad. Nah. Busy. Let's fight, douche. Yes, I will spend 70 gil to not have to walk all that way. Alright. I will. I don't feel bad at all. Now listen, with the trivial tasks, guys, please. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? 'Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear, it belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist the venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. Okay, see, that's not bad. I don't really like the shorts, but that's okay. Shame we didn't get to meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit, but no point in dwelling on what cannot be. You have a well-wicked worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but well-wicked worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch a quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on smaller creatures of Sagoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There's an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it on your map along with the location where wild worms are frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. I assure you, sir, my skills are not lacking. At least this one's not uber far away. Oh, we only needed one. Okay. Why did you just stand in the orange juice? Okay. That was intense. Anyway, you look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Your skills as a hunter rival most of our best. I applaud your success. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Westgate. Not to worry, you have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you shall return to Casa del Sol and seek Weiskert's counsel. But hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there's something I would like you to deliver to him for me. I'll take those ones. Please and thank you. The captain was always fond of this brandy wine. I'll be grateful if you could deliver it to him on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have well been within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. He was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards. Right away, sir. Well met, Lariah. Landon and Udnun both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? My favorite. I shall have you to thank the nun personally. Now you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenard this time to obtain it. Down. Oh. No. No. Ugh. I mean, yeah, we'll just do that. The things we do for cheese. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brave Floxmail Quartermaster wished to bring it to Casa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She'll be nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls Docks and speak to Ozen. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayfox and her people have made their home. Got it. Look at him. Look how cute he is. Look how angry he looks, too. What's the hurry, adventurer? Something happening over at the Gabu settlement? Settlement? I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll be ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. Wait, what? Okay. So you're really gonna make... Okay, I was gonna say, do I really have to walk all that way? Like, really, for reals? Ah, Nah, screw you and your ability to fly. No fair. Dislike him. Much dislike him. I knew that's who this was. Oh. Tongue flaps of West could be reaching at Brave Vlogs. Uplanders come for tasty, fresh gobby treats, yes? Quest prize of Uplander keeping long stop. Flighty bees chase Gobby Flock from homes. Gobby Flock needs godly Uplander to give safety to long stop with much hand lending. What you just said was a bunch of words that were supposed to be words, but they were not words. Anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I truly hope that you guys enjoyed the video today. And don't forget to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I hope that you guys enjoy my more narrated stuff as I work it in to the schedule of scheduled video drops and all of that, and you guys enjoy this new way of my doing stuff. So I love you guys bunches. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. That's all. Bye.